What's going on to you, Leos? You have the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and then you have the Empress. So there's a sense of you, Leos, being perfectly fine with people not liking you. And if they have that much of a problem, you, Leos, walking away from them because they have too much attitude when it comes to interacting with you anyway. Like, they out here giving you a difficult time and they trying to run that game like they're too good for you. I just see a lot of you Leos basically pulling people's cards in the sense that you ready for it. If they start playing that game with you, you'll curve them, you'll dub them. Because for you, a lot of you Leos understand that no one is out of your reach, basically. You feel what I'm saying? Or maybe not necessarily that, but for some of you may have to work up into that mentality, right? But like just a matter of like, that's a good mentality to have. The reason why is because of the fact that a lot of you Leos understand that a lot of the times people fake and front and put on a front anyway. So like so you are now beginning to understand that the difficult time that they given to you is really unnecessary. They giving you all this difficult time and all of that, but at the expense of what? They just doing it really to themselves. You getting to know them, trying to find out what's going on. And the Queen of Wands and the Empress represents, here they are, they picking and choosing. But what they're picking and choosing is too choosy, meaning that there's being choosy and then there's being too choosy, right? And what I mean by that is being choosy as far as you need to be selective, but you don't want to be choosy in a sense that, oh, a person will deny you or you'll deny somebody because the person isn't wearing the right pair of shoes or the correct pair of shoes that you're looking for. That's too choosy. And that's how this person, not even this person, this is more so about like the mentality that a lot of you Leos have now. Like, could be a person, but it's also a scenario that like you are unprepared to deal with it, and now you realize where it come from. A person more than likely giving you issues anyway. Like, that's how you develop that mentality. A person gives you, like, you go through so much nonsense to the point where you Leos finally figure it out. You finally get it. What is the point of you going through all of this and working hard to get to a person who's giving you all of these unnecessary problems? A lot of the times, especially in today's world, when I say stuff like that, people try to make it seem like, oh, you just want me to lay down and be easy. That's not what it is that I'm saying at all. I didn't say that. But what it's about is getting rid of unnecessary problems. Why would you Leos are getting to know somebody, right? And then the person is giving you all these unnecessary issues. They hard to communicate with. They're hard to call because they don't answer. They hard to set something up with. Even the time when you do get a chance to actually have them in front of you and you get a chance to hang out with them, they're kind of bagging on you and joking on you. They want to be a handful. Come on now. Because I'm gonna tell y'all what's happening with y'all, right? Because of the stuff that you Leos have been through, because of the fact that you Leos have been through so much experiences, I'm gonna tell y'all what's happening. What's happening is you're starting to develop a zero tolerance policy, to where if they on some BS and if they don't have like that, if like they don't make it right, you're not gonna have them around you. No matter how good they look. That pretty stuff or that handsome stuff is really short-lived. And what I mean by that is that only, let me explain myself because I don't want YouTube hitting me. What I mean by that is that really only goes a certain amount of distance. That only gives a person a certain amount of credibility is the looks. The reason why I'm saying that is because a person can be very attractive, but they can be a jerk. And at that point, if you have any kind of self-respect, not just you, but anybody has any kind of self-respect, they're gonna have a limit to how much a person can push it. A person who gets in front of a very attractive person, or a person that they are attracted to, right, instantaneously, right, short term, that allows the person to do whatever to the extreme, that's a person that doesn't have self-respect. Because it's too, their self-respect is too selective. One minute they want to play like they're the most dignified person on the earth, then the next minute they're trying to play like, then they want to play like they have a zero tolerance policy. That's not what's happening with you Leos. And see, you have the Nine of Cups in the Chariot. You have way more self-respect than that. The Chariot also represents, because like I said before, you've been through enough, so you have a zero tolerance policy. Why should you put up with nonsense regardless of how the person looks? The answer is you shouldn't. That's the true game. You shouldn't put up with people's nonsense regardless of how they look. I've dubbed attractive people before. I've dubbed it. Why? Because I'm not putting up with nonsense. I'm not putting up with nonsense, no exceptions from anyone. Like, I'm not saying that, things always got to go my way or whatever, right? But you got to make it up to me. This nonsense where you're just unnecessarily a difficult time. Nah. And that's the mentality that you Leos have. But what a lot of you Leos don't seem to understand, which is what I'm seeing, is the Nine of Cups in the Chariot. Another element of that is that's also what's making you Leos a lot more attractive. And that's also what's making you Leos be capable of getting to where it is that you want to get to. It's the fact that you are not willing to put up with people's nonsense. I'm telling y'all the game. Telling y'all how things work. But I'm doing it in a real way. None of this pickup artist trash. So then you have the Star card, the High Priestess, and the Six of Cups. This person that you Leos may have been talking to, so more than likely you have been talking to somebody, they're going to come back because of the fact that you're not putting up with them. So it's this sense of they wanted to test the waters to see how far they could go. And you wasn't having it. You Leos wasn't having it. The Star card and the High Priestess, they like you. The High Priestess is them being a secret admirer. The Six of Cups, them coming back and trying to reach out to you after you've basically stood your ground. The Star card, you had already moved forward. You already had the intention of moving forward and getting to know somebody else. Then you Leos have the Five of Pentacles and the Sun card, which Sun card is Leo. So you showed up in your own reading. Good luck. You still dub them. The Five of Pentacles, you still told them no. You still move forward. Because, again, it shouldn't. And see, this is why it is that I say that you got to be very careful not to even mess or meddle with these people. Because relationships and the dynamics or the interactions, they devolve into something dysfunctional. Because this is how you got to move with this person constantly. There's people who have that kind of mentality, you got to be rough with them through the whole time. That's a dub. Nah. Because this sets up that kind of dynamic of, oh, well, this person did that to me. We're not playing that game. See what a lot of the times people don't understand that you Leos did correctly was you decided to not jump in the pool with them and get dysfunctional with them, because this is what a lot of people don't want. Don't see, but they don't want that though. And what I mean when I say they don't want that though, I'm talking about like from the perspective of like they don't understand that when they are needing to do all of that, constantly tell the person and be rough with them, they are slowly becoming that type of person that has to do stuff like that in order to keep the other person honest. So it becomes a dysfunctional relationship because you end up having to be you Leos will end up having to be the ones to tell them to do this, boss them around, be rough, do this. Because if this person ever thinks, okay, well now I'm gonna start playing games with you, next thing you know, they call the cops. And technically they would be right to do that on a technicality, because you did do that. You were rough with them because this person didn't want to listen to anything that you had to. That is such a big problem that a lot of people don't see, especially when it comes to dating. Stop giving the time of the day overly combative people that are making it hard on you. I'm not saying that you should be looking for a lapdog, because that's not what this thing is about. I'm talking about dating someone that is a real person, but at the same time, they're not giving you so much of a difficult time to the point where it just doesn't even make any sense to be this difficult. And you Leos passed that test. You Leos did what you were supposed to do, and you carried yourself with dignity. You carry yourselves like kings and queens. So let's clarify the Sun card. Page of Cups, the Hermit, Six of Swords, the Magician, and then you have the Lovers. Okay, so to clarify, right, you got 3 major arcana. Okay. Now that same person that was giving you a difficult time, the Six of Cups, remember, they not only are they coming back, but they're delusional about it. They're either trying to make it seem like they dubbed you, or they're willing to give you another chance even though you may have dubbed them. They're trying to project and make it seem like somehow they wasn't into you, but now they've come around. And the truth of the matter is, Leo, they were always into you. They're dysfunctional. They're broken. This is why a lot of modern day relationships are stupid. The Hermit and the Six of Swords is about, you Leos don't care about them being into you or not. You know, because you know that they into you, but again, they doing too much. And so they too disrespectful. They took it too far. And see, the Magician and the Lovers now is about how you have other options. It's not like you can't go out there and get to know other people. That's exactly what you Leos plan on doing. So this is how people ruin their value with a person that could have really ended up working out well for them. Let's clarify the Six of Cups and get out of here. Find out what this person wants. The Nine of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Star card, which is Aquarius, your opposite sign, Ace of Pentacles, and then you have the Page of Wands to clarify the Six of Cups. Yeah. This person is stuck up on themselves. This person is conceited. But you got to understand that people who are conceited and play that act is exactly what it is. It's a role. It's an act. It's not real. You know, they stuck up because they are very insecure and they're trying to hide it. And also offending people while they're doing it. So this person does like you. It's just that they're afraid of you, Leos, because they are afraid of actually getting into a relationship with you, and then like you telling them that you're not into them, or them being so wrapped up in you that they forget about their identity. And so the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Wands represents, but that's the thing that they don't really want to accept. It's the fact that you Leos realize that they have to choose to want to be with you. You can't tell them what to do. So they missed out on a very good opportunity to get with some real people. That's their problem. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. We're at 18,100 and change. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Also, too, come through and get some personal readings so I can keep the channel going. If you need any help, the link to that is in the comment section below, in which you can get a personal reading from me. It's called a Linktree link. Peace.